dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs
What
you.
up, y'all? It's Kane B, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about SmackDown, November 28th, 2025. Cole and Graves on commentary. Oh my gosh. Big SmackDown. Why? There's a War Games that is right around the corner, which is today. So I just got done watching this show, and they started off with LA Knight with Kathy. She tells him, hey, you know, sorry about Sheamus. And he's like, yeah, well, I get a bye, right? Nope. Nick Aldis says he's asked to pick somebody, a mystery opponent for LA, and I can tell in LA Knight's frustration, he's like, wait a minute. So you're telling me every time LA Knight gets up to a certain point, there always has to be some obstacle, some variable, something that's going to get in my effing way. I can tell he's very passionate about that. And he says, I'm getting sick of this. Put whomever you want in front of me. I will take them down regardless. Have lungs in their breath because I'm L.A. Knight. So who will L.A. Knight face in this last time is now tournament? Will he be the one to face John Cena December 13th at Saturday Night Main Event? We shall see. And the first match of the night is a last time is now tournament match. Jey Uso versus Rusev. I don't know what we're doing with Rusev at this point. I'm like, are we going to finally utilize him, finally push him, make him a main eventer? You know, I feel like he's been doing some great work in the ring. I feel like his character here is a lot better than it was in AEW, but nothing's really happening. And I was like, him facing John Cena would be cool because they have history and whatnot. And I wanted Sheamus to go all the way in this last time. The last time is now tournament. But I'm seeing where they're going with this. It's about the future. And it's either going to come down to Jey Uso or Gunther, who I feel like is going to be in the finals. Jey and Gunther, just because they have a long history. And Gunther is going to get the win. And he's going to get the one to retire John Cena. That just feel like that's the way it's being laid out. Really predictable, because in this match, Jey Uso gets the win. This match was okay for what it was. But, yeah, it was just okay. Then we get backstage. We have Nick. He has his balls in his hand. And Miz comes and he's begging. He's like, please, please let me be in this match. And Nick's like, it has to be, we have to do this. And here comes our truth. He goes, I got my balls. Do you have troubles with my balls, Nick? And Nick's like, I don't have trouble with your balls, man. And it's a very funny balls joke because it's very ballsy. But lo and behold, Nick pulls a ball. He opens it up, and guess whose name it is? The Miz. The Miz gets another shot at John Cena in this last time is now tournament. And I am just like, okay, well, maybe this is a opportunity knocking at its door for the Miz to finally get a shot at John because of their history. Shall we see? We shall. Then Kathy's with Damian Priest. You know, he has all this problems with Aleister Black. And he, you know, as he's talking, here comes Zelina being spooky, and she says, we're in your head, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Alistair's in the background, all spooky-like. And as he's talking, you know, he's just like, you know, I'm going to beat your husband's ass. That's a pleasure to do. Every time I am here, I will beat that ass regardless. Sorry, folks, let's move some things around. But yeah, they're really building this up. And then we go into a Chelsea Green celebration. What I loved about this is Jade coming out because she's pissed. She's like, Chelsea's running her mouth saying she is the best. She's the one in this women's division. Hell no. I'm Jade Cargill, and I'm going to whoop that ass. And what she does, she comes out and ruins this celebration because Chelsea just wanted her fireworks. Then we go to Alexa, Charlotte, Riho, and AJ backstage because Charlotte has a match with Asuka to see who gets the War Games advantage. Then we go right into Kathy. Oh, wait, with the segment I just talked about, I love when AJ is like, I'll make sure that we get the win. And Alexa's like, I like her. Kathy's in with Jade, and Jade just says what I said. She was just like, hey, she was running her mouth. I had to go stomp it out. Like, I'm the one. I am the one to not to be effed with. So then BFAB saying right there, she's like, what you looking at? Looking like the Grinch with that green coat. Michin comes, she's like, we need to stop her. So we're building something here. I'm more interested in Jade and Chelsea. That's the story I'm more interested in. So now we have LA Knight versus The Miz. Because Sheamus is hurt. This match was okay. It was fun. LA Knight got the win, which I kind of predicted. I was like, yeah, Miz is not going to move on in this tournament. It's just the way it is. Sorry, Miz. Peace. Then we go to the other War Games team, Becky. We have Kabuki Warriors, Lash, and Nia as they're getting Asuka ready for her match against Charlotte to see who will get the advantage. You know, Becky being Becky. And I hope that Becky, I just saw a recent War Games that I just reviewed for Wrestle War 94, is where Paul Lee, he had this big giant paper and he's pointing at it. He's like, you got to do this and do this to win the War Games. I was hoping Becky brings out some weird paper that has nothing on it. Says, we got to do this, do this. I don't know. That's going to be funny. Then we have Kathy's Ilya Dragunov. Ciampa gets in his face, and I just love how Ilya Dragunov's just taunting him. He's just like, jackass. That's all it came from Happy Gilmore. Jackass. Oh my gosh. Then we go into the War Games advantage match. Who will get it? Asuka versus Charlotte. This match was awesome. Ended a little anticlimactic, but Charlotte does get the win for her team. And this was a fun match. And then we're going to go into a Survivor Series traditional match. We got a War Games package, hyping it up for San Diego. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I sure as hell am. Survivor Series traditional match. The MFTs versus Sammy, Ray Phoenix, Motor City Machine Gun, Shinsuke Nakamura. And this was a battle all the way till the end when it was down to Sammy and Solo. Who's going to get the win here? Does Solo really win after this win? Because after the dust settles, Solo takes out Sammy for the 1, 2, 3, winning the Survivor Series traditional match for the MFTs. Here comes the Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy takes out Solo. Oh my gosh. I was like, holy shnikes. The Wyatt Six are here. What are we doing with the Wyatt Six? Is this just a thing? I wish they were in the War Games. Or we did the traditional match here. But that was a SmackDown. It was 3 out of 5. November 28th, 2025. Got me hyped enough. Match of the night was a Survivor Series traditional match. Moment of the night, I gotta say Chelsea Green and Jade. I want something to happen there. Make the magic happen, Hunter. So tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Are you ready for Survivor Series War Games? I sure as hell am. And we finally got a women's WrestleMania package like the men did. Very nice, very clean, cut, and awesome. December 13th is Saturday night main event. Are you ready? And the nWp archives dropped this Sunday, the first episode, Waffle Brother Mania. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I picked the titles. The next nWp archives next Sunday is a bazillion Superman punches. And if you're new to this, what is the nWp archives? They are old Wrestling Junkies, that's what the podcast was named before, Wrestling Junkies episodes that these certain ones are building to WrestleMania 34. I know a bazillion Superman punches is the next episode, and after that, Mania Aftermath, talking about my whole thing. I'm a very negative Nancy when it comes to this thing, which makes me laugh, because I'm just like, lame, who cares? Boy. It's so funny to me, man. But no. nWp Archives, I'm trying to get every single old podcast onto the YouTube channel only. That's why they're under this banner, the nWp Archives. And there's going to be special intros to each one as I talk about the episode you're about to hear. And some sound quality is not so great, especially for the Waffle Mania, brother. I listened to it. And if you can't make it through, I'm very sorry. This is just more or less like historical, just keeping it real and just listening. These podcasts were from 2018, I believe. So, but this is like the second season. of the Wrestling Junkie. So I'm going to go and try and find the first season, wherever those are, and bring those to light. So, and keep them here under the nWp archives, brother. So, all right, that's it. That's all. Drop those comments below. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
So
brother.
Obviously frustrated. And now with Jay up on his shoulders, mocking John Cena.